Greetings and salutations, fans of Dota 2. We're back again, once again, for some League of Legends Season 6 playoff action. We're here for the lower bracket quarterfinals between Stepbro Unstuck, who lost in the winner bracket up against Toxic Tacos, versus Pizza Dog, who won in the lower bracket up against, I believe, the Five Dudes team, correct?
Yep.
Alright, perfect. So we are here. I am once again joined by the one, the only, Artorius Dota 2. How are you tonight, sir?
Good. I think my voice started lagging again.
Yeah, we appear to... Oh, God. You know, I'm just going to hope it works. We're going to hope there's no issues. We're going to have positive vibes. Sorry for being a little bit late to the draft, but good thing is we are here. Got some support heroes being picked in an offlaner. Let's go into... Start opening pick line. What's the idea about an opening pick line here?
I have no clue. I don't like the hero, but this team seems to like this hero, and they pick it a lot.
Alright, and then we have, Tusk, Sand King, Oracle, all more standard meta heroes, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, there we go. I'm surprised, we see Pizza Dog with a very similar idea to the draft to what you guys had, because you guys played Stepbro in their last upper bracket series. Very similar idea at the draft, banning DP, banning IO, banning Terrorblade. Is that the recipe for beating this team in the draft?
That's what we kind of decided on. They seem to only play these heroes, and that's typically what they were winning with.
Man, I really should have done my actual prep for this game, but alas, I was distracted by having fun. Either way, though, I think we're going to be in for a pretty good series, though. Obviously, Stepbro did much better in the regular season, but Pizza Dog did do relatively well towards the end of the season, and have looked pretty good in their one playoff series so far, so I'm excited to see what should be a relatively even matchup in terms of teams here. I'm so excited to see these carries being banned. TB, Alk, Jug, Wraith King. Maybe we can get something different tonight. Am I something different?
Yeah.
We're going to stuck with Troll Warlord, but still.
IO is also banned. Screw that hero.
That hero just might be the best hero in Dota. Luckily the patch is what, tomorrow? Soon?
Yeah, but knowing Ice Frog, you won't touch IO.
I'm going to buff IO, yes. I am Ice Frog. Seeing PA get banned, so Troll's still in the pool, Ursa's still in the pool, but we're starting to run out of carries at the rate we're going right now. A lot of carries being banned out tonight. We have all the normal players, right? For both these teams.
Yeah, no standings.
I know Stepbro likes to change their names, so I was making sure everybody's here. They have 2 Chinese character names rather than 3 tonight, so I got a little bit scared. Like, wait, does that mean D colon is KTA? Yeah, I think it has to be, because Down Bad is League of Legends, their mid player, so. And Malefic as well. Malefic, so problem solved. We have Mars. I like the pick. Good pick for Clankers. Good deny pick from Teddy, so I think it makes a lot of sense there to go for the Mars.
Last time I saw a Mars Tusk combo, I think it was Polar Ass. They Mars shield or speared over top of ice shards about 7 or 8 times throughout that game. It did not look like a very good combo.
The crazy part too is they even denied the mid pick here, because Stepbro went for mid Mars the other night, right? Is that correct?
I don't remember.
I remember some team going for the mid Mars recently. I believe it was this one. I'm not sure if could be wrong. I'm not 100% sure on that one. This is what carry do you even pick into this lane at this point? I'm talking Mars Tusk. What is your what hero do you? Many Lifestealers to pick there, but Lifestealer's not great this game, is it?
Lifestealer is pretty decent against their 3 heroes so far.
Interesting.
That's the support Abaddon, I think.
Has to be like a 4 Abaddon, right? I'm a little lost right now with this Both with the step bro draft, to be honest. This is some weird stuff they're pulling out here. Pulling out Lion, they're pulling out Abaddon. Maybe they're looking at Dota differently than we are, but this is crazy.
Step Rhyme Stuck did run Mars mid game 1 against the Tacos last season.
I'm actually curious as to what Step Bro Stuck's going to do to put this draft together, because he got some weird stuff going on right now. The Lion, the Abaddon, even Abaddon's Sand King lane. And a lot of the carries are banned. A lot of the remaining carries are not ideal in the Bloodseeker, so I'm very curious as to what they even pick here for their safe lane hero. Is it possible some like weird hero like Spectre gets picked here, or what do you think's going through the head of KTA and KU right now?
Out of stun, follow-up burst damage. Dude, I didn't even realize Bloodseeker got picked. He was behind Mars' shield.
He's high. He even blends in color-wise with the Mars shield. That is true. Luckily, there's a nice little text Bloodseeker at the bottom for it.
Though, 3 stuns, but the other team has an Oracle. So if you single hero, the Oracle just saves.
I'm just gonna relocate the server location real fast for Discord again.
They're lagging again.
Let's see. Is there a cat? There's no Canada option. Let's try US West. Why not? Hopefully this one works. Hopefully.
I don't know. It's only my Discord that's lagging. I don't know why. Here, quick, Skype call me.
I don't know if Skype downloaded my computer. I'm pretty sure. I hope I don't.
I have Teams, but I do not have Skype.
At this point, though, we're looking at mid laners for both teams. And we're seeing the mid laners. We're beginning to see the cascading of bans of the middle laners. Puck being banned. Wouldn't be surprised if we see like Void Spirit, Ember Spirit, Storm Spirit all banned. We see Void Spirit right then and there as well, so we might just see a massive spirits being banned right here, right now. Should be a fun game here. This is a lot of brawling heroes here, so it should be a fun game to watch as a spectator for sure. Yeah, I'm excited. I am excited. The big pick here though for Step Bro is just asking, all right, what mid laner are we going to pick? But looking at the side lanes alone, what do you feel in terms of these side lanes? We have Monkey King, Lion, into Tusk, Mars. How good of a lane matchup is that for both teams?
Well, it might be a Abaddon Monkey King. But either way, lanes.
Oh god.
The Monkey King obviously good into Mars relatively, but you can never really kill him because he can just spear you away if you ever get Jingu on him or close to it. And on the flip side, neither support wants to fight into a Tusk with the chance of a Mars spear flying in.
Yeah, that's fair. And then on the flip side, we have this Bloodseeker Oracle lane into Sand King plus could be Lion, could be Abaddon. What's the thoughts on that one?
Sand King never has a good lane, ever. So
there's no way it's never. Come on, man.
Rough.
There's no way it's never.
If you're winning your lane, the enemy is doing something wrong because you're Sand King.
Hey, leave Sand King alone. It's perfectly fine here with a lot of legs.
No.
We do still have Ember in the pool though, so I'd be very shocked if Ember does not get picked for one of these two teams. I know both these teams like their Ember Spirit, so would make sense for an Ember to be picked here. Especially given the hero did escape the ban base.
It'd be rough if Pizza Dog picked it.
Step Bro picked it.
There you go, Step Bro picked it.
They did go for that Ember Spirit, so they were ready. They wanted it.
There's not a lot of great disables on Pizza Dog, but there is a lot of point and click disables on Step Bro, so it would have been a bit harder of an Ember game for Pizza Dog.
It's one of those things where once you land one stun, you could definitely land more stuns, but getting that first stun might be difficult for Pizza Dog.
Yeah, the other is that Step Bro I'm stuck has 4 melee heroes into a Mars.
Yeah, I mean, It's not like they're all traditional melee heroes, but still, that's a lot of melee heroes. You're right. Might be hard to maneuver in these team fights for the side of Step Bro and stuck for sure.
They do have a lot of AoE things they can throw into that Mars ult as well.
Chucking Ember Chains, Monkey Boundless Strike, Abaddon Shield, Lion or Spike. Problem solved. Everything's fine. You could burrow over the wall, right?
You burrow under it.
Okay, you could burrow under the wall. Right? You could use your burrow strike on Sand King to bypass the Mars arena. That's fine. I think it's fine for Step Bro's game. Fucking pedantic ass motherfucker.
Is this where you do some like stupid thing like you either put Bloodseeker mid or you pick like an Ursa mid or something and just try and just dump on the Ember?
You might as well. I mean, especially given the mid laners that are currently banned. I can't think of any mid laner that's left. It just like destroys Ember. It's like a traditional mid laner, other than maybe Razor. But I don't think Razor makes sense here for Pizza Dog. They go for the Shrek instead. It's a completely different type of hero. You're talking about a traditional mid laner, a tier 1 tower hitter, stunner. Not a good stunning as Ember, surely, but it is a stun.
I don't know if I like this hero. They definitely need a tower push, but there is plenty of enough burst on the Radiant to just delete this hero. So he needs to be careful.
I'm even setting up the Twitch poll right now for who will win game 1. I have the prompt ready, so I can press the button once they see the draft is finished. I am ready to go. Either way, though, speaking of
19,000 channel points.
You can go for it if you want. I mean, but what are your thoughts? Who do you think is a better drafter?
I don't know, to be honest. Both are weird.
I agree.
All I know is personally I wouldn't want to be playing on either one right now.
I personally, it's gonna sound weird, but I like this Radiant draft, but I think it's entirely contingent upon Ember Spirit having a great game. If Ember Spirit plays well this game, it's a good game. It's a good game to play Radiant. But if Ember has a rough game, and like say Leshrac gets a fast like Yule's, but fast like Yule's Atos before Ember has like a defensive item, then it could be a real rough game for the Radiants. I'm excited.
All I can say is I wouldn't want to be playing Lion on the Radiance team right now, and I wouldn't want to be playing Dusk on the Dyer's team right now.
Two things you have done in very bad team situations. Either way, though, we are jumping into game number 1 of the lower bracket quarterfinals between Stepbro I'm Stuck and Pizza Dog. The winner will go on to play the winner of the Funny Zone versus Nebula series. In the loser will be eliminated. So, a lot at stake here for both these teams. If you're curious about who's playing what, it's on the screen right here, right now. You can see it right there. You can even see the items, like shared tangos and mantles of intelligence, because I learned how to do that, so. Got that caster tech going on. Alright, I'm going to start the poll right now on, there it is. I did it.
But you didn't know how to click the show items in the bottom right corner of the scoreboard?
I knew it existed, but it didn't really come to mind. I was noticing I should probably open the scoreboard more often when I cast. And it's like, wait a minute, if I'm opening the scoreboard, I can open up the items too. I just press F5 intermittently and show the people the information at the expense of 2/3 of their screen being occupied. So there we go.
Oh, if I participate, I can't choose the outcome.
You can do it. I mean, I can just end the outcome when all's said and done. So feel free to make your bet. Oh God!
I bet multiple points.
You press the predict button, and then you just press. You can adjust the interval. You know.
Predict with custom amounts.
Yeah, that's the one right there. You can press the button. I know like Guam and the other gambling addicts were asking for it, so I'm integrating channel point betting into the stream. I've been messing around with it on a snow stream recently, which has been fun to do. on that end. So it's like, I might as well integrate it into mine as well. Do that classic streamer tech. Perhaps transition slightly more from a commentator into a broadcaster. The former of which I've committed to, the latter of which I've been lacking at, so... yeah. Hopefully there's no further tech issues regarding your microphone, but I apologize to the people. If
It
Bert's
started
mic...
lagging, so I switched to server again.
Just keep switching it.
Yeah, every single time I notice, I'll just switch it.
Alright, it lagged. Switch to server. It didn't work. Go to South Africa. Go to Hong Kong. Just don't go to, like... I do not trust the Australian servers. I do not trust the Brazilian servers. That's all I have to say. Those are the two servers I don't trust.
Artorius, what do you feel about this draft? Seconds later, well, you know, it's alright.
It's like I'm trying to pretend, for lack of a better word, that everything is fine. There's nothing going wrong here. We are currently waiting on, I believe, KTA. Yeah, Malefic actually is playing the line, so it's going to be a, I'm assuming it's going to be Abaddon's safe lane support, Lion off lane support in that case, given it is Malefic playing the Lion, and it is KTA playing the Abaddon. They changed their names in game again, didn't they?
No. It's
there's no tickets.
Valve deleted all the tickets.
Like, did Valve actually delete every ticket?
Yeah. They deleted all the tickets, so everyone just
Foul.
had their Steam name.
Valve, please. Why do you... I mean, Dire, Pizza Dog's done a relatively good job of having their actual names. Step Homestuck, not so much. So... I was kind of want to put a little thing on the screen like, hey, Monkey... I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to add a little pop-up with text in the corner to say who's who, so people aren't confused who is playing what here. Let's see. Stepbro names. See. Okay. Equals KU. Oh god. Who is that? Is that Teddy on tanking? Okay, I make this as small as possible now. Put it in the corner somewhere. Okay, where's somewhere in the corner I could put this that's nice and safe? You think top right corner or top left corner? Or me? Actually, I know where to put it. I'll put it right there on the left side of the screen, right below where like the last instance of eyes is. That's perfect, right? All as well?
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh! We did it! We did it, we're back! We are back in the Dota 2 game. We see Flame coming out towards their own teammates, so... All is well there. We're seeing some Flame to the members of Toilet Bell, of which, all of whom are on the Dire side, I believe. Actually, I'm not sure... Actually, there might not even be any in the game. Either way, though. We are back for some more action. Looking at some quick buys. Oh, never mind. I was going to say League of Legends Ember Spirit in the mid lane had a Divine Rapier queued up, but he has changed it to a Salve, so... Sadly, we will not see the patented Rapier rush on Ember tonight. Stepbro, though, they are 3 in their own jungle. Might see some fun action over here. If Pizza Dog run into them, and they actually have 3 in the Roshan pit as well, so we might see some action here. Unless both teams miss each other, say they go here, they go here. There'd be some action over here, I'm sure. So I'm sure something will happen, right? Something is going to happen. We don't know what yet, but something. Time has arrived. Both teams spotting each other. Tag team is available. Never mind. Both teams will walk away from each other, so we will not see action. Looks like Pizza Dog will go for the runes here. Stepbro need to go in soon if they want them. Lion on the way, has their spike, will use it now on Ronnie Coleman. Bloodright comes in, will hit on 2. Tag team was used though, there's a root there onto Sand King, Teddy being run down. Shield from Abaddon though is there, keeping him alive for now. And now Pizza Dog will completely walk away. Respect is there on Bingu, Zerskip has the purge in 1. In comes Bloodright, will hit on the Lion, now he's down half HP, but Actually, Burst Strike is there on Ronnie Coleman. He's actually somewhat dropping low, but needs a little bit more damage. Bingu still on the run. In comes Malefic onto something. Has a stun in one. He will use it on Xeriscape. Now being hit by the Abaddon. Once again, in comes Ronnie Coleman. Tag team is there. They're hitting the Lion. Root is there. Ronnie Coleman will go down for the first blood. Can they get counter kills? The answer is hell no, and Xeriscape will go down as well, so it's going to be 2 kills for the Abaddon. KTA very happy with the rune fight, given he's gotten 2 kills on that Abaddon.
And now they're claiming the bounty rune.
Yeah, there's a lot of... It's just now the bounty rune, the actual prize of the fight has been claimed. Jesus. What a fight. Respect's there once again on Xeriscape. They're still fighting. In comes the Burrow. Then I think with 3, Bloodright is coming in. Will hit on 3, but Xeriscape will actually not go down the Teddy. Cancel his auto attack there. Now Bingu hitting Malefic. He'll go down. It's a 1-for-0 trade this time in favor of Pizza Dog. Did he just not hit there on the Sand King? What happened there at the you see what happened there? Why did he not hit him there?
I think he hit him and then the stop command, and then just didn't issue another command.
It's just like, wait a minute, why is he stopping? Why is this man stopping? No. Either way, this is certainly more exciting than... I just stopped saying either way, but this is certainly one of the more exciting early games we've seen in a while.
Either way, you can say it or not.
Like, we've seen a lot of these early games, there's been no kills in 5 minutes. We're already at 3. It's just constant brawling going on. Like, we haven't even touched on this mid lane a single time. It's just action everywhere we look in these side lanes, especially in this top lane where it's just constant brawling going on. You love to see it. You just love to see it. Actually, a little bit surprised that actually, I was surprised that there's been no kill attempts bottom lane, but we now appear to be seeing it. Tag team is there. They are hitting KTA. Gazu Duke was there as well. There is a spear on Clankers. Will he use it? We'll use it now into the Ice Shards, and it will be a kill onto KTA. Now KU has Jingu, but cannot fight further as he's alone. It's a classic commentator. Ooh, ooh, this Ember Spirit. League of Legends, man. He's dodging the... He's dodging the Split Earth with his Sleight of Fist. It's actually pretty sick. Some sick play right there. I did say it in the pregame, this entire game is contingent on League of Legends on an Ember Spirit going off, and I've only watched him for like 12 seconds this game, but I'm already impressed. Maybe I have a low bar for being impressed.
About rating other casters.
Wait, what now?
You always watch other casters and you're like, I don't know if I like this guy.
That's true. I have a higher bar for casters than I do for Ember Spirits, though. Much higher bar. Alright, let's see here. We're seeing a little bit of scouting going on towards the runes. Ronnie Coleman, KTA, both in the area. Where will the rune spawn? Will the 1 and 2 be good for the bottom lane? It'll be top instead. But as that happens, Apollo went for a play middle lane, had the edict up, but did not want to further dive the tower. Simply will claim the illusion rune for his bottle, so that's good day to be Leshrac, I suppose. But top lane, they are diving. Bingu is there. Xeriscape will get the kill on that Sand King, and now Bingu, looking for more, is stunned by Malefic. And we are at the end of the action for now. Will be a very brief respite, though, given Bounty Rune spawn in 30 seconds, so we will be seeing some more trading once that happens. We're seeing Ping's bottom lane, we're seeing Ping's top lane. Both teams are ready for more fighting. Are you ready for more fighting?
No.
Very useful. It's a very simple no. Either way, though, here we go. God damn it. Here we go again. Bounty Rune fights?
Way.
Ever since Snow pointed that out, it's been bothering me so much. Because it's actually so correct. It is way too correct. That's something I say far too much. I actually did not see a trade at the Bounty Runes, though. Simply 2 apiece Both teams will grab two, one to support, one to a mid laner to fill the bottle, so nothing too exciting this time. Just standard Dota 2 action, you know? What is Ronnie Coleman up to right now? Is he leeching middle? Is he ganking middle? Yeah, killing Ember actually might be impossible for them. It's level 6 Ember. It's a very rough time to go for that kill anymore, given it's a level 2 Sand King and it's a level 6 Ember Spirits. Middle lane, we're seeing a bit of brawling. Split Earth was animation canceled, I believe. So neither team will die just yet. Ember still has plenty of mana, so nothing too much there. Though top lane, they will go for Teddy. They do have a Sentry Ward.
You got it.
Oh, Invis room for Ronnie Coleman middle lane. Staying alive, now they're turning with tag team. Looking for KTA. Apollo is stunned, is being hexed, is being right-clicked and remnanted by League of Legends. And he actually almost dies on the Ember to the Diabolic Edict, but all will be well.
Boy.
Yeah, Bingu, the main winner of the fight is Bingu, who now ruptures Teddy. Though Teddy did turn with the Burrow, in comes that Fortune's End Root, in comes the Blood Right. Teddy will be silenced. Is still fighting though in the sandstorm. Bingu dropping low, but he will Fairy Fire to stay alive, baiting in Teddy with that extra HP heal there. So good play for Pizza Dog getting that kill on the Sand King. As it currently stands, I mean, Bingu having a relatively fun time. Been involved in 3 kills so far, despite a lot of pressure being put on his lane early from those deaths by supports. But you know what? It's only supports dying. It's not him dying. All is well. Every time there's a lack of things being said, I'm afraid Discord goes down again. I'm like, oh god. Is Discord down again, or is Artorius just not saying words?
Discord only like stutters, it doesn't go down, it's weird.
Yeah, it's never ideal. Especially not in this given scenario where stuff is not particularly happening right now. Anyway,
I don't have to say anything.
We're seeing it even more, though. Even more rune scouting going on. Ronnie Coleman's looking for a rune for the 3rd time. Might need it this time, after what, even again after what happened last time. But this time we will spawn top for Apollo. Will be haste rune for the Leshrac. So that's a nice rune to have there. By the way, though, both teams relatively even on gold and XP. Does that favor any one team in particular, or are both teams fine with the state of affairs?
I don't think it particularly favors either team. Both teams have decent late game and decent mid and early game.
Chains are there middle, but Apollo will pop the haste rune before the Earth Spike is there. Malefic did not count for the haste rune. Did not get the stun. It's pretty unfortunate for Step Bro. That was a pretty good 3-man attempt on the Leshrac. Probably could have been a kill, but unfortunately Apollo, he won the 1 in 12. Simply too able to escape.
50-50. There's 50-50 their MMR. Who gets the room?
You say that too with a degree of bitterness towards the middle lane players who say it to you about playing support. I could hear it in the voice. Like, who's 50-50 in MMR now, mid lane players?
I don't know any mid laners who say that.
Either way, though, Pizza Dog 3-manning towards the Tri-Camp. They have an Observer, they have a Sentry, they're looking for Teddy. Fortune's End misses. Tag team is there. Is there a Split Earth? Is there an anything? There's a Sand King burrowing over the cliff, though, and now Pizza Dog. They are still on this Tri-Camp area, but there no longer are any Step Bro heroes here to die. Perhaps they might just stay for the runes. Might just spot out this ancient stack, and then... Never mind, they're going to rupture up Malefic top lane. They are diving heavily. They are stunned on 3, though, from that Earth Spike from the Lion. Hex there as well on the Leshrac. They're diving. Malefic will die, but can they counter kills? Ember, Sand King both have arrived. 2 are chained. Bingu. Stun actually misses from Teddy completely. Abaddon, KTA, he's now dead. Epicenter Pop looking for Xerioscape. Xerioscape dropping low. Meanwhile, Ember looking for something. Looking for Ronnie Coleman. Has Remnant up. Will not use it, though. Will simply use Sleight of Fist. KU even has rotated over as well. Clankers has the Mars Arena, will use it on to Spear though, will miss. In comes Fortune's End on KU. Fighting going on. Bingu pops the Jingu. We're seeing False Promise onto the Bloodseeker, who now kills the Monkey King. Ember Remnants away. Lion once again Earth Spikes onto Teddy though, dropping low on Sand King. He'll go down as well. And once again, pretty good fight for Pizza Dog, who have now doubled the kills of Step Bro Stuck.
Yep, that was an interesting fight. Both teams show 3 heroes mid, and just no one's hitting the bottom lane. 5v5, fight top.
Everybody commits, but this fighting is still going on. League of Legends looking for Xeriscape, looking very deep. He used all of his remnants offensively. And now he's being run down by Bingu, but he needs 2 more hits. Finger is there. Down goes Apollo. So huge finger kill there from Step Bro Stuck, and now they want to kill Bingu, but that's a much harder ask given this man has 540 movement speed. This is a crazy, crazy Dota game, though. This is unbelievable. Seems like both these teams are just content to just continuously run at the enemy team and not stop at any points. Is that the impression you're getting from this game as well right now?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of pick trash for that, though.
That's true. Either way, though, Ember Spirit once again back top lane. Rupture is there on Teddy. Chains once again onto Bingu. About half HP. Teddy about half HP. Apollo has rotated over with the travel on the track, and once again Teddy goes down. That's his 4th death of the game on Sand King. So a fortunate time there for the Sand King so far.
Every time you say it, I'm gonna say it as well.
Which one?
Either way, though.
Oh god. That's gonna be the entire cast. This is 2 men going back and forth with the same 3-word phrase. Don't say it. Regardless, we're seeing Pizza Dog got the top tier 1 tower and now looking for the middle tier 1 tower. Sand King, Step Bro are in the area. Mars Spear will miss. Boundless Strike is there on Xeriscape. They are looking for the kill on Oracle. Shards are there on KU. They're trying to fight. Blue Punk's command is there. Boss Punch as well. They're looking for Ronnie Coleman, who snowballs to delay the epicenter damage. Mars Spear will hit on one, but it will not latch on anything. And Ronnie Coleman will go down. And they not only will get 1 kill, possibly even 2 kills counting Xeriscape, but they also keep their middle tier 1 tower alive. I'm assuming Oracle dies here at some point. Yeah, he dies here at some point. No miracles today. Despite all that, though, we're seeing, even though Step Bro and Stuck are getting a bunch of kills, Pizza Dog are just farming everywhere. Like, we're seeing Bingu farm jungle. We're seeing Apollo, like, split these lanes right now. They, despite 2 kills going to the Step Bro side, the net worth, he jumped by, like, 2k during that in favor of Pizza Dog.
Who cares? Supports just farm.
Apparently. That's what I'm figuring out, is just, you just keep farming, and apparently you don't have to care about actually getting kills if you just, you know, farm hard camp bottom lane and farm medium camp in the top jungle, so all is well for Pizza Dog. For Step Bro, I'm stuck. I mean, they're clearly behind. What are they currently looking at in terms of key items for them? In terms of being able to actually fight? Or should say, fight in the way that's productive towards winning a Dota game.
You definitely want this Blink Dagger on Sand King. He doesn't quite have it yet, and it's not looking good now.
Yeah, it might even delay it a little bit longer now that he's being dived under tower. Mars Arena once again there, down. Once again goes Sand King. Ember, remnanting away. Malefic, though, might not be so lucky. He dies through the God's Rebuke. We're seeing Ronnie Coleman drop a little bit low, but there is no kill so far for Step Bro. I'm stuck. Ember changes on 2 heroes. Barely dodges the Leshrac Split Earth. And all is well for now, but
that was actually a huge fight. Lion used Finger, and they did not get a kill. And now it's on cooldown for another 130 seconds.
It's a sad tale to be Malefic, you know, use the Finger. Like, yeah, it's this massive 600 damage nuke. We got this, right? No. There's an Oracle. And a Tusk. All is sad.
I think right now, the Sand King needs to pick up his Blink Dagger, and this Ember Spirit has now finished his Maelstrom, and that's a big part of their damage. The only problem is Mars is closer to his Blink Dagger with a Yules and a Bracer than Sand King is with no Yules.
That's a sad, sad tale. Jesus.
Mars is very...
Alright, Pizza Dog will try to defend this top tier 1 tower, though as that happens, Malefic actually barely survives middle lane, but now we're seeing a dive top lane. Stun is there on Xerioscape. Xerioscape dropping low, Epicenter comes in, False Promise was there on the Oracle for now. Now Bingu under tower, fighting up with Ember, fighting up with Teddy as well. We're seeing a stun there onto Monkey. Monkey trying to fight under Zuko's command, but he is under that tower. Still fighting, still trying to survive. And he's actually nearly full HP still. He's on the run. Chains once again there. Yeah, Xerioscape survived. It's a very fun and balanced ultimate, but now they actually dodged the stun with the Ember, but the problem is he's now silenced, he's now rooted, he'll go down. Teddy tried to go for the save, but he also went down. So overall, 2 for 0 trade in favor of Pizza Dog. Even though the initiative was on Step Bro Stuck, who dove under tower for the Oracle, but they just could not kill that man.
To show how shit of a spell Epicenter is, they get the entire Epicenter on the Oracle before he uses Fate's E. He still comes out of his ult with 3/4 HP.
I drew a frowny face for that one. That's just very sad Epicenter spell. I mean, at this point, KU has Battle Fury, which could help a good bit, but I mean, his Ember's not farming that well, and his Sand King just isn't farming, so the economic game is going to heavily go towards Pizza Dog if that's the sort of style that both teams want to go for. But despite that, Pizza Dog going for the kills anyways. They just destroy Malefic. Dear God. And they're looking for more possibly middle lane, but
yeah, that's just the problem, right? Is Pizza Dog have all of their aggressive farmers, well, aggressive heroes quite farmed and ready to fight, and none of Step Bro Stuck's aggressive heroes are really ready to go yet.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, the Bloodseeker, he seems to be good to go with the Yasha and the Maelstrom. You mentioned earlier the Mars, who has his Blink and the Yules, despite Sand King still having no Blink for now. It's just, even this Leshrac is getting close to his Bloodstone.
Lion might go for a solo kill here.
Stun is there, Finger as well on Apollo, but needs a bit more damage. Snowball, though, will delay, so there'll be no Finger stack. Burrow on 2 from Teddy, but False Promise will see Apollo for now. Malefic goes down. Mars Arena is there on all of the Step Bro heroes that showed up, and now all of them are dead.
He's just not dead.
I mean, False Promise, they say it's false, but it's very rare someone actually dies in that ability, despite whatever abilities you throw at him, apparently. So
this man isn't even going to Yules. He just doesn't need it.
I mean, apparently you just stack
he
HP.
Has an aura.
You buy travels, you just TP over to your Oracle, problem solved. And now middle lane, they're looking for KU. Both teams are picking KU out. He's being gone on. Rupture is there, but there's a Wukong's command from KU. So KU stuck in the middle of the circle, now silenced by Bloodright. In comes Abaddon, trying to help save. In comes Ember. They want to finally kill Xerioscape. And this time, they appear to be able to kill him at long last. But Boundless Strike is on 2. Ember once again goes in. Earthstrike was on 2 as well. Dire dropping very, very low here. Apollo now dead. Clanker's now dead. Bingu running very fast, but appears to be running away to the jungle. No kills in return.
That was a huge fight.
Yeah, that was the exact thing the Step Bro Stuck needed. Like, look at the gold swing there. It's nearly a 3k gold swing. Absolutely massive. Yeah, if that fight goes differently, this game's probably looking over. But now this game's looking somewhat competitive.
Although, Pizza Dog looking like they're still gonna...
Yeah, they are still fighting. Chains are on 2, so should secure the retreat. Unless maybe Malefic goes down, who's a little bit isolated, but once again, not the most valuable kill in the world if you can kill this 4-supported Lion.
Monkey King's actually only about 1,000 gold off of his eggs. He's gonna event. The issue is the people making space for him are a little bit far behind, so they're gonna have to start catching up once this Monkey King is able to fight. They're gonna have to win a couple fights.
On the bright side, Sand King does have Blink, so he can fight with that Ember. actually somewhat close to a BKB, so that should help him fight as well. So maybe thinking, hey, we can just outmaneuver these fights, win some fights perhaps. We saw it in the last fight. They did win that last fight, despite Pizza Dog not only fighting with 5. Maybe next time Pizza Dog will fully fight as 5. But there's a smoke from Step Bro. Burrow is there on Apollo. In comes Ronnie Coleman. Will he snowball? He will roll his punch. Balance strike though will hit on 2. In comes Emma. Remnants on 2. Snowball though is delaying. Mars Altier hits onto 3. Epicenter is there as well. Down goes Apollo. Down goes KU. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Ronnie Coleman, Teddy, both dead. Finger is there. Down goes Clankers. Now they want Bingu. He's been purged by Xeriscape. False Promise is still up as well, so this man can completely keep fighting. And it is a 3-for-3, but Pizza Dog will continue to fight. Now we'll look for both of these Step Bro stuck supports. Or perhaps not. Either way, though, fantastic trade for Pizza Dog. Get all 3 cores. Simply could not mop up the supports, so...
Yeah, the issue for the Radiant there was they used everything on the Leshrac, and he just has so much health for 20 minutes on a Lesh, but you don't think he's going to be that tanky, and then you just end up having to use everything on him. Snowball slows it down, Marzalt slows it down, and then eventually Bloodseeker shows up and just cleans up.
And next time he'll even tankier. I mean, he'll have that Bloodstone active if he wants to use it in a situation like that, so it's just... Leshrac getting so tanky.
If Oracle's there, we all know he won't die.
Yes. Just heal up 10,000 HP. I wonder if like Step Bro himself could do 10,000 damage. We do have one more smoke though on the Lion and one more smoke though on the Abaddon, so they might try to play around with this blink on Sand King and this blink on Lion. Maybe look for a kill when Fingers up in 11 seconds. Though Pizza Dog seemed to be content with just going back, hitting creeps. Appears to be their modus operandi now is just, you know, hit creeps. Or maybe going through a Roshan pit, never mind.
Yeah, there's a smoke coming up from the Radiant though, they might know.
Yeah, looking at Dire Vision, I don't think they saw the smoke. The scan look from Radiant certainly confirms what we now know. They will head to the Roshan pit. Epicenter coming in from Teddy. In comes the Burrow. Hits on 2, doing a lot of damage. The Finger is there. Down goes Ronnie Coleman. The save is dead. Clankers is also dead. BKB popped by Bingu. He's being run down. Backlines though. Limestone was on 2. Down goes Xeriscape. Apollo dropping low. He will not be chased onto the high ground thanks to a Rupture being there onto the Ember Spirits. But overall, a fantastic 3-for-0 trade for Step Bro. I'm stuck, and they want the Roshan. Bloodright comes in. Silences KU, but it will not stop the inevitable. Aegis will go to Monkey King, and Step Bro, I'm stuck. They were sputtering and sputtering, but now they're feeling strong right now. They're winning these fights. Every single fight, it appears.
Despite the Fate's Edict on the Bloodseeker making him take 0 damage there, it was just so much damage coming out with that smoke. The Dire didn't have any vision on the high ground, so even if they weren't smoked, they wouldn't have seen them coming, but they didn't have anyone there to break the smoke either. So they just got a free initiation on 3 heroes.
I think we saw the importance of Ronnie Coleman in the fights, because usually Ronnie Coleman survives in the fights, does a lot of impact, but this time he just got instantly destroyed in the epicenter damage. Could not snowball, could not do anything.
They got blink stun on 3 heroes. Nothing you can do about that. You only have 1 save with Oracle.
Either way, though, fight once again resumes. Teddy wins the Burrow, but Bounce Strike will be there on Xeriscape. Xeriscape will go down, and now Pizza Dog saying, you know what? Let's not die on more heroes. Let's go run away. Let's go play Dota 2 elsewhere. Step Bro and Stuck have occupied their jungle. Let's go play in our jungle, perhaps. Which Apollo seems to be immediately doing. But we will see a smoke from Step Bro and Stuck. They once again will be as 5. Once again want to capitalize on their recent success in the team fights. They are inching towards that tri-camp area.
I'm not sure they're going to find anything with this middle, but...
They have find Clankers, actually. Burrow, Epicenter are there. In comes Earthspike. Finger available if they want to use it, and they will use it for the extra damage stack for Malefic. So, once again, another kill for Step Bro, I'm stuck. And they will parlay that into a middle tier 1 tower grab. And they still have the Aegis for another
Clank just
3
got
minutes.
a little bit greedy there. He'd already cleared the entire jungle, bounty runes are spawning with only one hero showing on the map, and he walked up a high ground. It's not a very good idea.
Sometimes you have the need for gold. Sometimes you have the need for death. He found death today. Bloodright will come in, along with the glyph, will keep this tower alive for now, but there is still a siege unit there to break the backdoor protection for a little bit. Step Bro like have about 10 more seconds to go to the tower, and they will get it in time. In the gold lead, it's down to 3k. It's shrinking, and it's shrinking more and more, and Monkey King, for the first time in a very long time, is the net worth leader. Is it the first time, or... Either way, he's... Damn it. Yeah, actually, it's appropriate. I think it's appropriate this time. He's
been the net worth leader, but not for very long.
He is very much online right now. And Xeriscape is good, but is in a very bad spot. Gets absolutely ganked, absolutely brought down. And another kill for Step Bro. I'm stuck. It's just non-stop for them. What is going? What is Pizza Dog doing so wrong at this point? Like, they are clearly failing somewhere, but what are they doing, like, macro-wise? It's causing this much issues for them.
Well, I think the issue is that the Radiant are now they're showing on bottom, but 3 minutes there they only showed on the mid lane, and the Dire didn't know where they were, and instead they are like, oh, we're still strong, and they're just walking areas where they want to go farm, and the Radiant are just standing there.
This is a real, they're not really viewing the game properly in terms of their own game state.
Yeah, I think they just need to realize that it's Monkey King strong with this Aegis. The Radiant have control of that side of the map, you just need to go elsewhere.
It's actually somewhat hard when you cut out something. Like, alright, what words did he say when he cuts out? Oh god, please. Assume correctly. Speaking of players who might die, Xeriscape once again might get gone on by KU. He has friends coming as well. They are chasing this Oracle. Alright, KU is in Split Earth, not used just yet. Mars ulti is there, on to 2. Xeriscape, Malefic, both dead. Support for support trade. Glucose Commando will force Pizza Dog to run. Burrow Epi there on Apollo. Ronnie Coleman dropping low. Ronnie Coleman goes down. BKB's being popped. Down once again goes Clankers. Now they're headed for Apollo. His BKB expiring soon. Is being gone on by KU. Jingu Mastery is popped. Bingu being run at. Bingu pops his own BKB. Fighting with Teddy. Down goes Teddy. Bingu, though, he's fast, he's huge, but he's just not strong enough for now. Has to run away. I just don't understand how these... I mean, Age is now gone, but these fights... It feels like... I don't know. Step Bro and Stuck have done a very good job of limiting the ability for Tusk to do anything in these fights.
Yeah, they're just finding this Oracle and they're removing a major part of the Dire's game, which is save.
This is an Oracle with Tusk both been dying in the fights. We saw it there. KU was literally running at Xeriscape for like 30 seconds before the fight. And as that happens, Bingu being run at bottom lane. BKB still on cooldown. Ember, diving tower. Stun from Leshrac actually misses. And Ember just goes down there under the tower. Absolute disaster for the Radiants. And now the False Promise Bloodseeker is chasing for more. And Step Bro simply running away.
Yeah, they got a little bit aggressive there. They didn't have their Sand King, who is rushing a second item BKB. That is, I have not seen that one before.
Is that the correct item, or is he just that sad that he just wants to buy BKB and not get stunned?
I think you gotta go like a Yule's or like a Lotus or something, help your team out. Sand King isn't really one of those BKB builders.
Hex, their top lane on Apollo. Finger is up. Finger is there, and they will get the kill. Xeriscape tried to use something, but False Promise was still on cooldown. And now, Step Bro looking for more. Mars Arena is there. There's stun there on the Monkey King, but he's still alive, still half HP, still under that Jingu and fighting. Cook's Man now is there. Could be an absolute disaster for Pizza Dog. Looking for Malefic, but Xeriscape is now dead. BKB's once again being popped. Down goes Malefic, down goes Ronnie Coleman. Now they're chasing for Bingu. Mars Spear was attempted, but did not latch onto a tree, and now Bingu very low, but still not dead yet. Teddy misses on the burrow. They're trying to chase. They have Primal Spring in 3, and they should be able to kill Bingu when it comes up. Yeah, never mind. Ember Spirit has arrived. That's the solution to all life's problems. Just add Ember Spirit, I suppose. And that's a 4-for-1 trade. Once again, in favor of Step Bro, I'm stuck.
Yeah, this is becoming the game of throws. Who is going to then get too aggressive and feed down their whole team?
I mean, it's one of those situations where it's like, alright, we're in the tri-camp, all is well, but the problem is the fight just started so badly for Pizza Dog. I mean, Apollo just got bursted immediately.
Aggressive and dies just before Oracle can get there.
And speaking of Oracle, once again, burrowed, dead, and Ronnie Coleman will join him in the grave. Mars Arena is there. It will get a counter kill on Teddy, but they will need a bit more to defend. Apollo has respawn split Earth there on Monkey King. Buyback from Ronnie Coleman. BKB's once again being popped. Abaddon trying to fight Monkey. BKB's TPs. Ember. BKB TPs. KTA could not BKB. Nor TP is now dead, but they had the buyback on 2 and they only found an Abaddon and a Tusk. Or not, sorry, Abaddon and a Sand King, so not a fantastic trade for Pizza Dog, but they did defend the base, so.
It was a really good play by League of Legends. He managed to root the Tusk, so the Tusk just a walrus punch anyone during their BKB TPs. However, Lion might get found here.
Yeah, Malefic, a bit alone, has the blink. Believes the Earth Spike on the Shrek. Ronnie Coleman actually not in range yet, though does have the ice shards, but will not snowball blindly under tower. Especially with the respawn timers that are currently coming up for the Radiant side. I mean, Pizza Dog have been struggling for the last 10 minutes. What do they need to do to turn it around? Is it force a smoke gank? Is it farm some items? What is the requisite plan here?
I think the play is actually quite simple. Have your Oracle near the person who gets jumped on, and make sure your Oracle isn't the person who's jumped on.
Yeah, but how do you accomplish that?
That hasn't happened in any of the past fights.
How do you accomplish that?
Don't have your Oracle on the front line, but don't stand really far away from your Oracle.
Alright. Something happening bottom? Not really. Simply mid laners exchanging farm. Both of them want their precious grapes.
What is this? What is this Ags?
On the Shrek? Huh, I've actually never seen this before. Causes nearby enemies to be ethereal, preventing them from attacking. Huh.
Doesn't cause you to take amplified damage, god damn.
I think it
Man's
makes
just gonna
sense.
run into Monkey King ult like a maniac and be like, you can't hit me.
I mean, he found the counter to Monkey King ult, just walk into it. Either way, though, KTA will pop a little bit of smokes here. Is a bit isolated, but is the one hero you want to get caught if he is caught out. Dire, though, want more.
Lesh is not near his Oracle.
Rupture, there on Sand King. Is there a Wukong's command? There's a Mars ulti there, will hit on 3, Malefic, now dead. KU, though, actually will die as well.
Mars ulti was so good.
And now is Sand King dead. Step Bro, I'm stuck. Time to run away, forfeit your Roshan ability, and just hope you don't lose this game now. Abaddon being run at by Apollo. Stun will miss, but the shards are there from Ronnie Coleman. The ultimate is popped, but I mean, it really is borrowed time here. Abaddon will eventually go down. 4 kills for Pizza Dog.
Well, I guess that's another way. You can ignore your Oracle if your Mars just straight up gets a Mars ulti and a stun on the Monkey King before he BKBs, and he put it in the perfect place that the Abaddon wasn't able to get to his Monkey King to shield him and wake him up from it.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic ultimate from Clankers there. Huge heads-up play. And it's funny, we were mentioning how Pizza Dog is struggling and struggling and struggling, yet they're about to take a full set of barracks. If the creep wave can arrive in time. Creep wave, bit slow, but it will arrive eventually, and they will grab this middle 2-3 tower, if not fully attempt for a full set of barracks. KU does have no buyback, though I'm not sure if Pizza Dog know that.
I think they need to be a little bit careful here. He's up in 20 seconds.
Okay, Clankers once again goes in. Once again
that.
finds Malefic, so Malefic dead. BKB popped by the Shrek trying to chase. And they now once again turn to the barracks. Melees, now dead. And they will simply let the range ones be alive. They will fully retreat. Ember did not even attempt the chains there. Simply letting them retreat for now. And now, Pizza Dog are off to the Roshan pit area, perhaps for Roshan take.
Yeah, they have very good vision, but if they walk in right now, then the Radiant are gonna know they're in there.
Either way, though, smoke time. They are headed in the area. KU on the tree, but Dire not in the pits, not letting themselves get caught out there this time. Ooh, chains. They're on clankers, but there is no follow-up. At least not yet. This is a situation where I'm sure Pizza Dog really do not want to get caught in the Roshan pit this time. Oh god, Throw Strike there onto middle. False Promise is there on Apollo, but Clanker's dropping low immediately. He'll go down as well as Xeriscape will go down. So two here. Actually, Clanker's still alive. Mars Arena there on League of Legends, but there is no kill. And now Apollo's still on the run. Chains will miss. Bingu now fighting, but he's now Burrow Strike. He's been Earth Spiked. He's going to go down. And once again, Clanker's still dead. It's only Little Shrek surviving in the team fight. TPing away, and tail between his legs to the fountain. And Step Bro, I'm stuck. He had a 4 for 0. Head right to the Roshan pit. Ugh. It's a back and forth game. This is an incredibly back and forth game right now. Alright, Aegis goes to the Monkey King. I just don't say. This game is unbelievable. You mentioned earlier how both teams trying not to throw, and it truly is at that point in the game where both teams are just going back and forth, and it's crazy. Alright. It's now time for Radiant to high ground middle lane. Teddy has the burrow there in Apollo. In comes Ember Spear. In comes his own BKB. But Apollo has a BKB of his own. Bingu. Rupture is there, I believe, onto the Sand King. Now Teddy will go down there to the Basher. But now Ember looks for Xeriscape. He's focusing in the back lines, but could not get the kill. And now he needs to be very careful. Could not even get the cheese off in time. Now he's now dead. So Ember, dead. Radiant got the range racks middle, but have to retreat. And they're even looking for more. Mars Arena is there on KTA. He will Aphotic Shield, but he will eventually go down there, despite the borrow time being up. Yeah, he'll still go down there. And Ronnie Coleman looking for Malefic as well. Has that Snowball. Hex is there on the Shrek. They're still chasing. Earthspike is there on 2. In comes Clankers. Has the Yules. KTA still alive somehow. Mars Spear is there. Down goes Malefic. And the KTA took Bingu and Xeriscape for a ride, but
he's still alive.
Even XD in the chat type Bingu. That's
the game of throws. Which team is going to fight?
Dear God, this is... I mean, in the last, 6 minutes, we've seen, who's probably going to win Shift 4 times?
Yeah.
And now KU cutting the wave middle lane. Still has the Aegis, though, for another 3 minutes, somehow. Rupture is there. He actually does not have a TP available. It is on cooldown, so he needs to be a little bit careful, though it is only Bingu. And Bingu cannot fight into the...
of dying.
Yeah, Dire. Wheel for the tower is now dead. They are headed to the racks once again. Range and melee both being hit by the Diabolic Edict. And now, Radiant has the glyph. They are respawning. Malefic is up to level 4. Teddy looking for an epi. But it will not be before the range racks go down. Melee racks will go down as well. Or, not yet. We'll finally go down to Apollo. Pops the BKB. Teddy, though, in the back lines looking for Ronnie Coleman. Snowball is there. Bounce Strike is there. Onto 3. BKB is being popped by both teams. Nihilism pop. The Wukong's command is popped. Ronnie Coleman goes down. Ember trying to fight. Pops the cheese. Malefic goes down in the back lines. Xeriscape at the false promise himself, but he's still alive. And now, Apollo caught way behind enemy lines after going for that lion kill. He's fighting into 4. He will absolutely get brought down here. And now Radiant, look for more. Bingu is fast. Can they find him? Remnant, is there a change? There is a change. Is BKB still on cooldown from earlier? Rupture is there onto the Ember though. And as that happens, Xeriscape finally goes down. Isolated in the trees area.
Throws.
Just add one more to the Game of Thrones counter, up to what? Like 9 now?
Maybe double that. I don't know.
Though
They did get the racks.
Yeah,
though.
they have the full set of racks. That's 2 lanes now in their favor, both middle and bottom, so... I guess it is relatively fine in that sense. But still... Dire needs to be careful. This Monkey King is just so large. This man's got Daedalus, man's got
So
a
is
Scotty.
December. He does a lot of damage with a Sleight of Fist.
That's despite him not even having a full Daedalus yet. It's only the Crystallis, so... It will be a lot more damage very soon when that comes out. If he wants to know buyback, he can buy it right here, right now as well.
Game of Thrones, here we go. Monkey King alone in the top
We're on
lane.
to the next season of Game of Thrones. Glyph, Popeye Dire, Spear there on the King.
No lion here.
Yeah, Lion will arrive eventually, though, I am sure. Dire, respawning soon. Apollo up in 15 seconds. Xeriscape in 5. T3 tower, dead. Radiant, want the racks. Backdoor has arrived. Creep still will arrive in about 10 more seconds. Range racks being focused. Range racks go down. Melees. Rupture. They're on Monkey King. Clankers looking for an angle, but he's hexed by Malefic. Huge hex there by the Lion. He'll get respect as well. In control, call him Lost Punch onto Malefic. Snowball as well. The fight, it's huge. Both teams diving in. BK's top everybody. The Dire supports are dead. Bingu now dead. Pizza Dog running out of heroes. Leshrac goes down. He will buy back, but Bingu has no buyback. And now we appear to have finally found the answer. Unless somehow Step Bro Stuck throws this one into a 5v3 fight. Stun is there on KU, but his BKB is still up. Ember has chains on 2, Burrow will be there on 1. Bounce Strike as well will hit on 2. Ronnie Coleman trying to delay this. Both these heroes though. Clankers will actually escape thanks to that. Ronnie Coleman has now bought back. Apollo being focused, pops the Bloodstone, trying to fight, but he's been fingered by Malefic. And now if the Earth Spike's done onto Clankers, it will be a full 5-man wipe. And the GG is called by Pizza Dog.
They did the one thing that every Dota player should know not to do, and that's fight inside of Monkey King.
Yeah, fighting the Monkey King Ultimates, not a fantastic idea. Unfortunately, it's one of those catch-22. It's one of those real like catch-22 situations where either you fight into Monkey ulti or you just let your racks fall. And perhaps they should have let their racks fall. Both these teams, though, there's a lot to improve upon for both teams. Where do you want to start with this one?
I don't think there is a place to start. Just both teams threw so many team fights either way. Whether it be bad engagements or just overly aggressive sometimes too.
This is unbelievably crazy game 1, though. I'm excited for game 2. Hopefully, game 2 lives up to the absolute melee that was game number 1. Because that was a truly crazy Dota 2 game right there.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like Step Bro I'm stuck. We'll take Radiant for game 2. So Xeriscape will have his choice on whether or not to be picking first or picking second. And he will have his precious Dire as well, so I'm sure he's quite happy right now.
I would assume so.
If anything, Step Bro I'm stuck should have selected pick, knowing that Xeriscape would have taken Dire anyways, so they would have their Radiance.
Yeah.
Mind up to the prediction.
I have to say though, is I'd hate to be Clankers or Ronnie Coleman on this team because Dire offlane suck.
It was
Gives me Radiant offlane every time.
Game 1, step per... Yep, complete prediction. I have completed the prediction.
Making me lose 5K.
It's not. I didn't make you bet 5K.
I'm addicted.
You're addicted and you can't quit. You were the entire 5K? And you're
No, I still have 13.4.
Oh
Okay.
god, you gave stuff to Guam and you gave it to Mike. Yikes.
They're addicted.
Yeah, they too are addicted. Either way, once the draft starts, I will grab a little bit of water. I was waiting until the draft so you have something to talk over instead of just this screen here. Hopefully your mic doesn't cut out. If it does, I guess just keep switching regions until stuff works. I take this thing down for now. Actually, I'm just gonna leave that there. Question of the day, do they tag it up properly in the lobby? If I had to guess, the answer would be no. But you never know with these things. Actually, I think Xeriscape is hosting the lobby, so it should be Game 1 tagged as a step Rome stuck victory, despite the ticket being down, so I have faith. I have faith in Xeriscape to press the button. Did he do it? Did he do it? Yes! Fucking love me some Xeriscape. I'll be right back. Oh. Water, water, water. Water. Water, water, water.
Same band so far. I believe that was all four of the same bands. Same picks too. This is insane. I'm too tired to keep talking. I'm just gonna burn out whatever comes to mind every single time a hero's picked.
Oh! Where's my headphones?
See if I get badger banned
Yeah,
on Twitch.
Alright, what do we have here? We have a lion again, and we have an oracle again.
Damn, I was gonna get you banned from Twitch.
How? How are we going to do that?
I have no clue.
See, you're going to get me banned from Twitch without actually figuring out how you're going to get me banned from Twitch.
I'd figure it out somehow. I'm a degenerate.
That's true, actually. Okay, that's a Bingu Fano answer first phase for the side of Pizza Dog. Interesting.
Don't go late game. AoE hacks.
I mean, they already have 2 AoE heroes. I'm sure I can pick a few more and actually have answers for PL here.
I mean, Mars is not very good versus PL. Picked it.
He's got God's Rebuke, it can't be that bad.
Yeah, if you make it core Mars, maybe.
I'm sure you're you just buy Deso in there, right? Like Deso AC. Apply that to the PLs.
Yeah, but you're not gonna build that on a pause 3. You'd probably put it mid.
Why not go you can go Falcon Blade, Blink, Yules, Deso, BKB, Assault Cuirass, I'm sure, right?
Yikes, Falcon Blade. Imagine buying new items.
I mean, if the hypothetical late game happens, then there we go. That's your late game items on Mars this game. Problem solved.
They're opting to either not ban the Terrorblade or the Alchemist, or they are not banning either of them.
I mean, you can't pick both of them, so I guess that is. If you're gonna leave one, then you might as well leave both in, right?
I'd leave the Terrorblade in, because reflection doesn't work on illusions anymore.
I'd still be scared of the. I'd still be very scared of the KU Terrorblade though. That stuff is that stuff's scary.
I mean, Pizza Dog did let it through last time and beat it.
On the flip side, if you use the reflection, you can actually find the real PL now right away. So that is one thing you've gone for you.
True.
So you gain one thing, you lose another.
One thing though is I don't know how I feel about Oracle PL.
Hey, if you already know which one's the real PL, thanks to the AoE hex and the say the reflection from Terrorblade, hey, just false promise the real PL. Problem solved.
Well, it's not a matter of that. It's just that it's not a very good combo.
Now, at what stage of the game would be considered a bad combo? All the game?
I mean, the lane, it doesn't really do anything. But, like, typically when you pick an Oracle, you want something like... Or, like, I don't know, a Jug, or just something that's Huskar, or something that's going to actually want that false promise. But most of the time doesn't really want a false promise. He's going to get slowly brought down over time.
I am a massive fan of water. I don't know how other casters just don't constantly drink water while they're casting. Stuff is it's massively dehydrating.
I'm a massive fan of water, but not for drinking.
Interesting. It's more of a water appreciator.
No, I spray it on fire.
Oh God, that's just true. That's true.
It keeps me alive.
I thought you loved fire, though. Wouldn't you then be hurting your friend with water?
No, I light the fire and then I get to put it.
You light the fire, you put out the fire. I'm going to change the Discord region once again. Let's move it to the worst place, the worst region of Dota 2.
Canada.
Europe. The worst Dota 2 region.
Alaska.
Now, if there was a Canada server, I'm sure I'd move it there. But then again, Canada's internet's, it's not ideal. You do this some actual.
It's not even my internet.
Actually, I have no idea what's wrong with your Discord. Maybe you fresh installed it, right?
Yeah, I deleted it and reinstalled it, and it was just still like, nope, we're gonna lag.
That's not very good.
Nothing else is lagging because I tested everything.
Maybe we need a new voice program for casting until your Discord decides to not do this.
That is a interesting storm pick.
It was it was banned pretty early. Oh, I know. It's the Apollo PL and the Bingu Storm.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
But they're picking it quite early at 17.
I mean, if Step Bro and Stuck did their preparation, they'd know, hey, it's an Apollo PL. Bingu likes playing mid. What heroes does Bingu play mid? Type of stuff, maybe. Maybe with like Puck being banned. It's like, all right, if we really want, say, 3 of Bingu's mid heroes being banned, how many mid heroes can our safe lane player play at this level? You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, maybe just grab our hero. Just trusting this man to play Storm this game, even though it is obviously into the line, which is not good for Storm, and into the Marth, which is also not great for Storm. So, yeah.
I'm just surprised that you'd pick it into a Lion, and then on top of that, they have 2 more picks to counter it, which I guess you do get 2 bans after this pick, but...
What carries are you that scared of, though, as Storm? Like
Probably
traditionally, it's
Alchemist. Oh no, they banned
yeah, Alchemist is banned, Monkey's banned, Jug is banned. Traditionally, the answer is Anti-Mage, but Anti-Mage, not a good hero. I think it'd be relatively fine just picking the
I
Storm
guess
there.
you'd be scared of anti-mage.
That hero is not scary ever.
Ah, wait, no, you have a PL.
Like Anti-Mage just loses into like every Dota hero. This is not a very good hero, I don't think. I say it as a man whose Twitch icon is literally an Anti-Mage picture. Like, if that hero was good, I would be simping for Anti-Mage right now. But alas, when do you pick that Dota 2 hero ever?
Carry next. Here we go.
Already banned. You can't even get that one. It's banned.
Yeah.
Your offhand meme comment could not work. It is banned. We'll see the less Storm matchup though. I want to say Storm has like a few more damage there at the start. Do you know exactly the damage number from that one or no?
I have no idea how that goes. I feel like during the game, Storm wins. I don't know how the lane is.
I want to say Storm has a few more damage, but then Leshrac just has better spells for harassing in the lane. But Storm should be relatively fine unless Leshrac just runs this man over constantly. But
Yeah, you can always just go farm jungle.
yeah,
They don't really have
both
the forward to hunt him.
Storm and Lesh can do that. Actually, just run right into the jungle and be like, yeah, we're good. Off to the jungle. Who cares losing lanes? Use spells on jungle camps. All as well.
Problem is if your PL just leaves the lane and says, I don't want to be here anymore, and then he's also in the jungle.
Just commit your team to the jungle. Abandon the lanes. The lanes are a social construct. Farm is farm.
Although I do believe this is a 5 lion. Actually, never mind. When we played them, they put the lion 4 and they put the phoenix 5.
Yeah, KTA is their Phoenix player, I'm pretty sure, so should be 5 Phoenix, 4 Lions. So it's looking at a carry for KU at this point, and it will be the Spectre. Okay, so Terrorblade was available the entire time. They didn't opt for it. Have they lost faith in the TB, or... Why not Terrorblade tonight?
I don't know.
Here, it just straight up was not contested. Maybe they thought it was banned or something. I have no idea.
Right, offlane Wind Ranger, you have the Tusk. What could possibly go wrong?
That sounds like Spectre was buy a Blade Mail and then kill the Windrunner on the Blade Mail.
Wow. But you buy a BKB and you kill the Spectre within 5 seconds. Because that is possible.
Yeah, is Windrunner going to have to outpace Spectre on items?
Yes.
I'm gonna doubt that one. I think you're biased on this one, Mr. 7K Windrunner player.
Well, I'm definitely not going to outpace it. I'm a +4. You think I can farm? No.
You think offlaners can farm?
No, I hit heroes until they die, and hopefully I get some gold.
Jesus. Either way, we're waiting on. Damn it! We're waiting on Pizza Dog to select their ultimate hero, their what is assumed to be an offlane hero, unless they're thinking real wild and crazy on their pick.
Bristleback.
We'll opt for the Sand King instead, though, to lane into the Spectre. So we have a Sand King plus Tusk lane into a Spectre Phoenix lane. That's gotta be good for Sand King, right? Right?
No. He has a +4 that's not going to help him at all.
But does he need a positive to help him at all? What does Spectre Phoenix do with lane against the Sand King?
Kick his ass. I mean, Sand King can do relatively well because he can just blow up the creeps. The Spectre doesn't like that. But at the same time, there's just a fucking Phoenix behind him.
Alright. Let's set up my Twitch prediction. Who will win Game 2?
This Tusk felt good last game, but felt a little bit out of place in lane. And I feel like this game is going to feel even more out of place in lane because there's nothing he can do to a Phoenix or a Spectre with a Sand King.
I should probably set up the Step Bro names thing. Wait, okay, KTA actually is tagged up now, but I guess I can get rid of the KTA thing on there. I'll just leave, what is that? Teddy is a Mars, and KU is Spectre. Yeah, there we go. We did it. Production value. Some real production value stuff right here.
10 out of 10.
By the way, though, after the drafts, who would you favor here? You.
I have no clue because I've seen bad PL games where it's like, damn, this PL is gonna get owned, and then they just like wipe the floor with the enemy, and this looks like a bad PL game, but he might the enemy. So I don't know.
We saw last time Apollo played PL. It was very well played, so maybe we'll see a repeat performance in that sense, but hard to tell sometimes.
And on top of that, Bingu's Storm Spirit is also very good.
For sure. So yeah, the Shrek has 56 damage, Storm has 64, so it is Storm by a bit more than I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be like a 3 damage delta, but it's actually an 8 damage delta, I believe. Yeah, 8 damage delta for Storm. I guess Bingu has more... Not really, actually. The items are basically the exact same damage. So they're the exact same items. Dear God. Spray on loop. Spray me... Oh God, what is going on? What did I miss? I don't know what I missed.
What do you expect? A bunch of degenerate Dota players.
I don't know, but maybe something less degenerate than... Oh God, I didn't even put KTA back on. I thought his name was fixed.
Do you see the answers, Ox Party?
True. Okay, there we go. We are back. We're seeing a dive on Apollo immediately, S3. Almost missed that a little bit trying to fix my OBS situation, but all is well. Phoenix now returning to the bottom lane. Back to more standard dual lane on dual lane action. KTA has a sentry and has another sentry queued up already, so clankers will get found eventually, at some point.
He started Sandstorm.
I've been seeing that among multiple Sand King players in lads. Snow has been doing that sometimes, so it's not too out of the ordinary in that sense.
It's kind of the norm, but Caustic Finale is just so good against Spectre. Make clankers is thinking, hey, go Burrow. Phoenix not here, diving my PL top lane. Use Burrow, hit Spectre. I don't know. Hard to tell sometimes. Go Burrow.
Clankers taking a lot of damage though. Sentry Ward was there, Spirits are hitting from the 5 Spirits. Ronnie Coleman tag team to try to save him, but dive was through by KTA. First blood to this Phoenix, so.
This is the problem with Sandstorm. You go stand in the middle of the lane, you're out of position if they can see you.
And once again, Step Bro, I'm stuck on the board first. Ooh, this Leshrac needs bottles so badly right now, but needs 2 more creeps for it, and might miss both under tower here. Yeah, with the range creep actually, all will be fine. There's just so much harass coming out middle lane. I think both of them have their bottle coming out. Right, Bingu does not have a bottle coming out yet, actually. Leshrac might just get ahead in the regen more because of that. He has Tango's Clarity's coming out instead of a bottle. Can't afford the bottle yet in the Storm Spirit. So that could be bad for Bingu. It feels like both teams are trying to fight in Brawl in these side lanes like last game, but the damage just really isn't there anymore. The damage is a lot more slow this time. See, mid lane Bingu dropping very low. The Shrek is going to go for this kill here. Vortex is there. Bingu tried to run away though, but the kill goes to League of Legends on that middle lane Leshrac. It's a bit of a disaster for Bingu, actually. That's a very unfortunate death there on Storm. Now the bottle will be even further delayed. Might even buy that second null just to get more damage in the lane to try to trade here, but it's great for Leshrac here. Absolutely fantastic. Oh god, it's the War of Sentry Wharton's bottom lane. That is the third different sentry placed down there. Radiant maintaining their sentry supremacy down there. For now. Alright, Ronnie Coleman Tusk once again headed to the runes. And we'll go to Ronnie Coleman. Though KTA is diving in, has Fire Spirits, may look for the kill, but Bingu. Because Snowball actually will dodge that last spirit, so. Looks like Ronnie Coleman's still alive, though he has to. He's off to the fountain. Sad though.
I think that's fine though. If the Phoenix isn't in lane,
Spear top lane on Apollo, PL actually will go down there. They will look for Xeriscape as well. Malefic is low. Might just go down here to Xeriscape. Okay, Xeriscape's still alive. But you're saying before that about Tusk dying being fine? Sorry, Tusk not dying being fine.
Well, the Tusk dragged the Phoenix out of lane, and Sand King can 1v1 versus the Spectre, no problem. But with the Phoenix there, that's where the problem comes in.
Well, Phoenix has once again arrived to the bottom lane. Xeriscape gets the rune, might just pay for it though. Earthspike is there, Hex is there, the track will grab the damage with the lightning. Though as it happens, bottom lane, Dust is there on Clankers, Burrow is in, onto Phoenix, in comes Snowball. We'll head for KTA. However, once again, Fire Spirit's hitting, this time on Clankers, this time on both of them actually, and they're trying to run at them, but there's no mana on Dagger, but they don't need Dagger. They will get the kill on Clankers anyways. It's a 5-0 in a kill score right now. Every single lane, someone has died for Pizza Dog.
Yeah. They're definitely winning the XP war, but the net worth still seems to be relatively close.
But does the net worth matter if the XP is just... I mean, it's pretty one-sided in favor of Stepra so far. But they'll have the 6s sooner, and they should be able to parlay that, man, that's a 1k gold lead or so into more.
I guess it is 1k at 6 minutes, never mind.
It's not too bad, but it's also not fantastic, given that it seems like everywhere stuff is going well for Step Bro. I'm stuck. We're seeing some brawls over creeps in the bottom lane. They might even... Nah, they're not going for Clankers again. They're probably thinking about it, but it's no attempt yet. We're seeing it now. The Shrek has Edict is going for the middle tower with that minute 5 siege creep. Bingu is there. Bingu needs to be careful. He has ball lightning. Will he use it? The answer is hell yes. He'll even TP away, but now it means he cannot defend the middle lane. Lif is popped, but it's only a tier 1 tower. And as it happens, they might even go for Clankers in bottom lane. And hell yeah, they are. Dagger is there, Spirits are there, Sentry is dropped. As it happens, the Shrek is diving middle lane for Ronnie Coleman, looking for the kill. The Split Earth is there. Ronnie Coleman will eventually go down. Xeriscape has rotated him. You want back from the bottom lane, Clankers goes down to the Sunray, back to middle lane again. Bingu once again has arrived, looking for the Shrek. Vortex is there, down goes the Shrek, so the dive actually is punished. But the mid tower takes a lot of damage in the meanwhile.
I told you, it's physically impossible for Sand King to...
He's in a 1v2 at that point. He's in a 1v2.
It doesn't matter.
His death was so inconsequential, I spent like 80% of the team fight not watching him.
It just doesn't matter. Eat in lane.
I
love the hero, but you just can't win a lane. And if he is, the enemy team is doing something wrong.
Apparently they're not doing anything wrong yet, because they are winning the lane. Those shards are there in the middle, looking for the Shrek. In comes Bingu, stun, boom, miss thanks to Snowball, actually. In comes Haunt, fight being disrupted, down goes Lash, down goes Tusk. Mars ulti is there, down goes Bingu as well, so 2 for 1 in favor of Step Realm Stuck.
Radiant heroes in the mid lane.
But they can secure the mid T1 finally. Seriescape? If he gets this deny. Nah, he didn't even go for it. If he got that, if he got the deny on Oracle, that would have been so impressive, actually. But alas. Step Realm Stuck will return to their regularly scheduled farming now. Leshrac actually has TP on cooldown, so perhaps not, but Mars is headed bottom. Looks like Leshrac will head towards the Tri-Camp area. Yeah, it's a small camp now. Still, the lead, it's there. It's not particularly massive just yet, but it is.
There's going to be some heavy reliability on this Bingu Storm Spirit here because Clankers is going for first item Veil. He won't have a very early blink.
It's going to be a hard game to play Storm that early. That will be a first item Orchid, so certainly more offensive potential with playmaking, but also no Yules for defensive item at all. So it's going to be tight windows for Bingu to play into in these fights. Bottom lane though, Burrow is there on Malphite. Spear though will delay for now from Teddy, but Malphite will still die. Clankers being Sunrayed, being hit. God's Rebuke is still on cooldown. As that happens, a solo kill actually by Bingu on the Shrek. What happened there? Huge play by Bingu. Now it's without the Orchid as well. My god. I wish I had saw that. My bad.
Must have been really close though, because he ticked down to the Diabolic Edict.
Died to the Edict. That's, you got the experience in that though. That's one of those plays. It's like that's a margin play. Her Spike is their bottom. Spear, Mars Arena are there as well. Clankers will go down here to Teddy, and now Malefic has Hex on Xeriscape. They might look for more. They probably won't find it though. Ronnie Coleman and Bingu both have arrived. Snowball is there. Supernova is popped. Egg actually not being hit at all just yet. Vortex there on Malefic. Malefic finally goes down. Bingu zips away. Fire Spirits, Sunray, both there. Ronnie Coleman. Bingu though is still looking to fight. Though it looks like there will be no fighting for now. Both teams will return to farming camps. Bingu to the Tri-Camp. Teddy to the bottom lane, so. Somebody we haven't mentioned much, though, in the last, 8 minutes is Apollo, who is just farming top lane. He's only 4k net worth, though, at this point, so not as farmed as you might be hoping for. He's behind the Spectre by about 300 gold currently. At this point, for Step Realm Stuck, what's the game plan? Just keep farming up the Spectre, keep farming up the Leshrac, keep trying to play around the Mars once he has Blink Dagger, or is there anything else other than that you want to be doing for them?
Yeah, I think you just want to play around your Mars and Leshrac power spikes, Haunted when you can. Typical Spectre gameplay.
Seeing a little bit of brawling going on top lane, though. Both teams should be fine. Tag team was popped by Ronnie Coleman, but Clankers will with the Burrow and the Veil onto KU. And that Center is there as well. KU will haunt to the right, will haunt to the left, will escape for now. Respect hits on 3, Mars Arena on 3 as well. Clankers dead, Xeriscape dead, chase for Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman's now dead. They want Apollo, they have no stuns, but they have enough damage, and they do have a stun from the Shrek. 4 kills for Step Pro. I am stuck. And my god, what a massive team fight for them. They get everybody. And they played as 5. They fought the 5v4, and they took all 4 with them.
Epicenter, great spell.
Didn't you just say 20 minutes ago, Epicenter, awful spell?
Oh, that was completely sarcastic. He didn't kill anyone with it. Hey.
Either way, though, it doesn't matter if you kill anybody with... Oh, wait. Yeah, I mean, I guess he didn't kill anybody. Anyways. Nobody's dead in Radiant. I was going to be contrarian, but they literally killed nobody. I'm seeing a Blade Mail. What's that Blade Mail on? Blade Mail's on Spectre at... So that makes sense. We will have the Blade Mail on Spectre. So KU looking to play a very active role this game. Which is, I find it interesting. A lot of times KU plays the more farm-heavy role. But now he's being gone on by Bingu. That is an Orchid reveal, I believe. Blade Mail actually not popped just yet. It's still on cooldown from farming. So KU still, though, being gone on. But Malefic has the Hex. But there's a haste rune on Bingu. He's now trying to run Is there stuns? There is not stuns. Bingu will simply run away from the side of Stepbro. Yeah, for both teams, it could have been an absolutely huge engagement. Had it been a solo kill on KU, would have been huge. Had they killed Bingu, would have been huge. But alas, we get an inconsequential exchange of mana and HP. Question of the day is, at what point can Pizza Dog actually fight? What do they need on PL? What do they need on Storm Spirit to be able to actually do something at this point?
I think you want at least Diffusal Blade Manta before you show up to a fight with PL. Want him to show up if he doesn't have to. Basically, you only want to fight with him if he's getting gone on or if he's in the... you definitely want this Blink Dagger pickup from Sand King. You probably want your Blink Dagger on Tusk, but that's not going to come for a while, so you're going to have to just play around the Storm Spirit's Power Spike. Who, he actually just straight up rushed that Orchid. He doesn't even have brown boots yet.
Yeah, he's a little bit crazy. He's a little bit crazy at that one, but if he can find some key kills, it will work. You know, he almost found that on KU earlier, but simply lacked a little bit of damage.
Radiant should know that the Dire are here, though. They had a wolf.
Right. In comes Bingu looking for KTA. Vortex actually is not there in time. He was stunned by the Shrek. Bingu actually immediately goes down. As that happens, Zeri goes as well. Fingers, they're on Clanker. Shrek goes down. Supernova, it is protected as well. Apollo will go down. And once again, 4 dead. For Pizza Dog. What a disaster. And the tips are in the chat. The chat lines are in the chat. It's looking so spicy for Stepbro fans, but for Pizza Dog, it's just disastrous.
I mean, same story as last game. Just not... just diving. That ridiculous.
They fall out their Tusk. It simply did not go in their favor. Simply too many people to fight with. Let's say it's a 5v4. And decide with the 5-1 once again.
Yeah, like you're bringing your PL to a fight. He doesn't even have Diffusal Blade yet.
I mean, on the bright side, Pizza Dog will have a blink soon on their Sand King. Clanker's not too far away from it, so perhaps he can find better fight angles with that Blink Dagger. But on the flip side, Mars has Yules, and Lion actually more than halfway to his own Blink Dagger, so Stepbro and Stuck are really picking up a lot of items. I mean, their gold lead is 8k now. It's certainly a sizable gold lead right now.
Yeah. Have yet to really lose a fight, so they've kind of had free reign around the map.
Kill score very, very one-sided so far in favor of Stepbro and Stuck. I mean, it's 19-5. Alright, Blink is finished for Clankers, so that is one step in the right direction. But still might be difficult for him to find the right fight for now. Especially given Stepbro and Stuck just always bring 5 to these fights. They have this Spectre farming constantly, but Spectre can just haunt into the fights, so we're now seeing the idea behind the Spectre pick really come into fruition, you know? It's just make sure you have more people. Like if they don't have a hero showing, it's okay. Show up as 5. Win team fight.
Though I do like this rotation now. Like you have your PL just farming bottom lane with the Tusk there so you can save him, and then you just 3-man smoke in.
Alright, here come Dire. They're looking for Malefic. Stun is there. In comes Bingu. Down goes Malefic. As that happens, Marzarina is there trying to fight. They're diving into the Marzarina to kill KTA, and now Teddy will go down as well, so 3 kills. For the side of Pizza Dog, and they finally find a fight in their favor. And on top of that, they get that bottom tier 1 tower.
The proper way to include your PL into a fight. He doesn't stop farming, and he just gets to join in wherever he feels like. There's great target prioritization, take out their stuns quickly, and take out their team fight quickly. And Lesh wasn't there in time to contribute, so the Spectre didn't bother to hunt him.
Maybe if they went on the Mars instead, like let's say, as you said, if they had worse target prioritization, maybe the track TP's in there with the bots to get some kills, but instead it's
on
just,
top of that, Spectre would hunt him, and you'd have a real problem.
That'd be a very... I mean, fighting your tower as well, it's very difficult. Clankers? Cancels the epi. Thought about it. Decided, wait, this is an illusion.
Going back to Radiance.
I think it makes sense going Blade Mail Radiance. You know, it's allows you to fight the Blade Mail at any point to even, and also farm the Radiance faster as well, so it's... I think it's good. I play bottom lane, Clankers, goes in, Veil Burrow is there. But now he appears to be on the run. Hex is there from Malefic. As happens, Xeriscape is isolated. He's Mars Arena. He is now dead. Back to the Clankers, trying to run. But as it happens, there's a Yules on Ronnie Coleman as well. He will dodge the Split Earth. He actually will have a good Shards block to keep himself alive, but it is still a 2 for 0 in favor of Step Bro. I'm stuck. So despite Ronnie Coleman keeping himself alive, could not keep his team alive. And as that happens, middle lane, they move to Apollo. Leshrac is silenced, but is still running at PL, running at Ronnie Coleman. Apollo now dead. Haunt is there, looking for Ronnie Coleman. He's now slowed, and this time there will be no miraculous escape. Pizza Dog got the mid-tier 1 tower, but it was at the expense of everybody but Bingu. At this point, what's the play for Pizza Dog? All the momentum is in the favor of Step Burrow and Stuck, and they're getting close to these key items. They're getting close to Radiance even on Spectre. How do they just turn this game around before it starts snowballing out of control?
You either need to somehow find solo pickoffs, or you need to take these team fights where you're finding just the 2 supports and blowing them up without... and then turning on the enemy cores. Other than that, you're just not going to win these fights. Like right now, if they kill this Lash...
They want it. Bingu is there, has the Vortex, has the Orchid, but he has teammates TPing into the Shrine. Leshrac will Yules, in comes Malefic with the Blink, has the stun. He is now stunned though by Clankers, so it's a big fight for both teams. Down goes Malefic, down goes League of Legends. So now, Pizza Dog actually find the fight they need, and they're looking at Mars actually. That Mars probably will escape. Bingu is still low on mana. But hey, you get the Leshrac. That's, as you mentioned, huge kill.
Yeah, those are the fights that Pizza Dog needs. They need those pickoffs, and it actually turned out pretty well. Obviously, Lion gets a little bit of Save Your Buddy syndrome. And then unfortunately he falls as well.
I think it makes sense though for Lion to commit to that. Like, if that fight turns around, then the game's just over. And instead, hey, if you die there, you're just a lion. Who cares? I am Lion.
Well, you're a lion that's worth 273 gold this early into the game.
It's like 5 creeps. Who cares? Step Bro, I'm stuck though. We'll smoke on 4. We'll possibly rendezvous with the Spectre. Haunt is not up for 24 though, so they need to mine that cooldown there. They are headed into the Dire side of the map. Dire, though, are pinging out the exact area where Radiant are, so it's like, alright, let's go not die to the Smoke Gang for now. Yeah, even Blink, Hex, and Malefic on the illusion, so the jig is up. Pizza Dog will completely...
They find him,
so they find Apollo with the Yules. Marspear, though, misses the chain stun. It's bad. In comes Haunt, they really got PL. Supernova is there. It is being hit. Xeriscape now down. In comes Being going to back lines looking for Malefic. Malefic will go down here, but as it happens, Apollo, despite being false promised, ended up dying. Ronnie Coleman is under Sunray, trying to delay, stun. They're on Sand King. Clankers will burrow onto 2. And KTA will go down, but so will Clankers. And now, they once again run at Ronnie Coleman. He's slowed by a bullwhip, and once again, 4 heroes. This story of the game is 4 heroes dead for Pizza Dog. This time, they got 2 in exchange, but it's only 2 supports.
I think you just gotta let your PL die. As soon as they blow Mars ulti and Phoenix ulti, you're not saving him. He's dead.
It just occurred to me, it doesn't show the Game 1 victory for Step Bro and Stuck, even though it was tagged up properly for the draft screen, because the UI change means you need a ticket for it to actually apply, so... Actually, I'm going to do that real fast. I am going to put it on OBS. This is put up a... where's it? Is it this one? It is. Okay. Yeah, that's the one. Let's put that right over there. Make it a little bit smaller. Perfect. Okay. Sorry about that. We are back. We have solved the... technically it's Valve's fault, because Valve just deleted every ticket. It's like a temporary thing. Well, what's wrong with that thing?
They didn't delete every ticket, but they just kind of deleted a bunch of random tickets. Like, there's some tickets from old leagues that still work. A whole bunch of lads tickets were deleted for no reason. Some RD2L tickets were deleted.
It's unfortunate, but as that happens, Epi, Burrow, they're on KU. Burrow actually not used yet. Apollo will doppel away to Hex, meanwhile, onto Xeriscape. Bingu going in, looking for Malefic. He'll BKB, looking for Lion. Mars Arena will be there, but will be on very little. Malefic dead, Clanker's dead. Now, Dire running low on HP. Supernova is there. Ronnie Coleman dead. Xeriscape dead. Dire completely on the run. Bingu zips away, and Apollo trying to run away. Both of them. Actually, both of them will escape, but still.
Sand King in full epicenter duration, not killing someone.
It's a classic combination right there. It's like peanut butter and chocolate, you know, it's... just does no damage, apparently. Whew. I mean, Stepbro and Stuck at least are not growing the lead particularly much. They're just maintaining this 8k lead. That is one good thing for Pizza Dog. But they continuously farm the Spectre. Both Spectre and Leshrac are farming very well this game. Neither are falling behind. Mars, I mean, Mars is kind of falling behind, but compare Teddy to Clanker, she's still up by 1.3k net worth, so it's pretty fine there still.
Once this,
Oh, it's a good bounty room grab, actually.
yeah. Once this PL has a heart, he kind of unironically needs a BKB.
That's so sad.
I think with a heart and a BKB, though, that might actually just be the way they win the game. Like, nothing on the Radiant really answers that.
That actually might be the saddest set of words in the English language. PL needs to buy BKB. Dear God.
You sure it's not Puck needs to buy BKB?
You're actually right about that one. Alright, what are Radiant up to? They are somewhat grouped. They do have a smoke on Malefic if they want to go for it, though they appear to simply be joining KU top lane. Oh no.
I'm gonna die.
How so?
This is the second Sand King game this series, and both times the Sand King is buying.
Oh no, it's a BKB. I mean, at least he's Veil this time, but he's scared of stuns. Okay, they're going for Ronnie Coleman top lane. He will escape though with the snowball in the blink play, so nobody on Pizza Dog's side will die for now. Bingu goes in, barely escapes the Hex of Malefic thanks to a well-timed ball lightning.
I can't handle all these BKBs on Sand Kings.
You're not enjoying Sand King BKB early buys today?
You have a PL on your team, buy a pipe.
Some pipes.
I know pipe's a trash item, but buy it.
Pipe is no fun, Artorius. We're here to have fun, not to win, don't we? That's why we're playing in a competitive league.
BKB a fun item? That's not a fun item.
So you press the BKB, you get big.
No, but just get good and dodge the spells.
Very, very easy to do, yes.
Just buy Saint and Yasha and get that sweet status resistance.
I mean, PL's way ahead of you on that one. Either way, Spectre has the Aegis. Stepbro trying to defend bottom lane. It looks like they will get it. Apollo has the illusions in the area, but the tower will not die to them. And now, they're trying to escape. Apollo has TP'd, but now Xeriscape and Clankers appear to be caught. Ronnie Coleman trying to help allow Clankers to escape at the cost of his own life. And as that happens, Xeriscape actually TP'd away, so it's only Ronnie Coleman being lost. All the cores and the Oracle still alive, so not that bad.
He didn't need to save him. He had a BKB.
Was BKB up yet or no?
Yeah, in his inventory.
I mean, I would rather have a 10-second BKB charge than Ronnie Coleman, to be honest. I mean, no offense to Ronnie Coleman, but he'll respawn in 20 seconds. BKB's on Coleman for 90. Is it 90? Yeah, it's 70, never mind. I'm completely off on that one. I really should know this. The cooldown of BKB. I buy that in way too much now, but cooldown by heart. What are rating up to? Are they smoking as 5? Nope, they're simply walking as 4. Letting KU farm the opposing Tri-Camp for now. As perhaps they set up to finish his middle tier 2 tower. Edict is there. Tower? Yeah, tower dead. Dire retreating. Simply letting it fall. And now PL. Still farming. Still not at the heart just yet. He'll simply TP bottom lane. He'll TP right into his Storm Spirit. But he will escape the gank.
All alone.
She does have Manta, does have the Aegis as well, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Either way, Epi there, Spectre, no longer there. But Step Bro and Stuck are on the way trying to relieve their Spectre. And Pizza Dog recognize that they're simply running away. Though there is a stun, actually dodged by Doppel. Haunt in the backlines looking for Binky, looking for more. Haunt further through. Supernova will eventually pop, will not be broken, but PL already dead, can't be stunned by it. Inspector diving deep, False Promise is there. Lightning is slowing. Bingu pops BKB, trying to fight, looking for anything. But he simply is a ball of lightning away into the fountain, and Stepbro and Stuck have dove 2 towers and then some. Bingu looks for Malefic. Malefic should actually not go down here thanks to that well-timed Yule Scepter. Bingu now stunned. Finger there. Storm Spirit completely destroyed, and even Xeriscape dead at the fountain. It's disastrous for Pizza Dog. If you can't stop that, then what's the game plan at this point? They just dove all the way to the fountain twice. And they understandably go high ground. Tier 2 now dead. Glyph on the tier 3 is popped. Will not kill the wave though, actually, so the Bulwark will keep that alive. Stun there on Apollo. Is there a fall? Marsh Spear will be there. Apollo, Doppels up, but he's brought down by the Leshrac. So once again, PL dead.
Quite the
Malefic
ambitious TP.
is the trade. The Mars Arena once again there. Keeps Ronnie Coleman away from the fight. BKBs, pop back flankers, and Mars. Kind of equal each other out though, so simply they will return to the Rax push, but the creeps are now dead. Epi. It's there, but they see him. Simply making a music show. In comes Bingu. But the Rax still dead. Now in the retreat, Burrow there on 2. Samurai will be healing. Shards hitting as well, but the flankers very over-ambitious on that one. And now Xeriscape is Yules. In comes Bingu. BKB pops. Xeriscape though dead. Supernova is there, but Bingu can't even ball anyway. It's over. And Pizza Dog have been defeated. They put up a very good game, game 1, but game 2 was just Step Burrow, I'm stuck from about minute 2 to the end at minute 32.
They just lost their lanes and then just proceed to
Let's lose the Dota game. It's just... I'm shocked the Step Burrow, I'm stuck draft went. It was executed as well as it was. That was executed beautifully there. That was a really well played game by them. They played their draft very well. And for Pizza Dog, it seemed like it was little things there, right? Whereas they had little ganks go bad. Like Bingu went for the Orchid reveal on Spectre, and then simply didn't get it.
I wouldn't say it was little things.
After that, then they just went for really bad team fights.
Haven't taken this in.
Apparently Pizza Dog having some possible internal issues after that PL4 pick, but either way, Step Rome stuck. Do advance. they do make the top 4. Pizza Dog end up tied for 5th to 6th with the loser of the Nebula and Funny Zone series, which is not scheduled just yet. You know if there's any update on that one yet or no?
I believe it is going to be next week or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday-ish.
God.
IRL things.
Actually, I am aware of that one, so it might be a little bit longer until you see that series.
One thing I would like to say, though, is it is a game of inches, and Sand King BK 8 inches.
You cut off twice there, but I knew exactly what you were saying the entire time.
Oh, do I have to repeat it?
Please don't.
What, that Dota's a game of inches and Sand King BKB gives you 0?
I thought that's pretty good, actually. That's not what I expected. That was better than I expected out of you. But do you have any final words, shout-outs, call-outs to say to the people of League of Lads and twitch.tv/BadgerPablo?
Subscribe to USS Squad.
Please. Stop showing Guam stream on my stream. Oh, there's a bit of drama in this post-game chat. Oh, that's some flame there.
No.
That's some oh, God.
I don't even want to look at it.
I can't look away, though. But thank you for... oh, God.
Wait, I already closed it. Never mind.
Thank you for tuning in to the stream. If you want me to cast your games, contact me on Discord, Badger number 5713. Would love to cast your games. Love to cast in your tournaments. And hopefully I'll be streaming later this week. Have a great night.